Hey, all you Poke fans out there, 8-Bit Brawler, TL Nolan, we are here with another episode of 8-Bit Talk, and I have just stumbled upon a little news that got me a little heated in the moment, almost got me to write an angry letter, and if anybody knew my vocabulary outside of this, then you would understand why that is a very bad thing. So, moving forward, we're gonna do some investigating on the further updates to kind of view what we're looking into for the Pokemon Champions game that is coming out. Now, is Pokemon Champions gonna be all that it is, all that it looks to be, or is it gonna be, or are we gonna have a bit of an issue right off the rip? And based on the track record, I'm just going to say we'll do some investigating, figure it out ourselves. So, we already know that it's coming out, April of this year. It was obviously confirmed. So, but the only games it's looking like that we're allowed to see Pokemon from are anything that exists through Go, Scarlet Violet, and ZA. So, that begs the question. How in depth of Pokemon Go are we gonna be able to see? Because there are, to my knowledge, alternate forms of Pokemon that were obtained through Pokemon Go, like Coughing, Vulpixes, Sandshrews, so on and so forth. But I mean, we'll figure it out. Okay, by linking Pokemon Champions to home, you will be able to bring certain Pokemon to Champions as visitors. Okay, so it sounds like they're about to cut the legs off of Scarlet and Violet. Wait a minute. Whoa. I just realized there was supposed to be an update this also to where you could do this with Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red. Okay. Wow. Does that mean does that mean Leaf Green and Fire Red are gonna be completely forgotten? I hope not. As well as sending visiting Pokemon back to home. If visiting Pokemon knows moves that can't be used in Pokemon Champions, they will have to learn a new move via training. If you train Pokemon and Pokemon Champions and return them to Pokemon Home, they will retrain those training results when returned to Champions unless they return in a different form. So everything resets unless you evolve it? What the heck? What if you don't want to evolve it and you just want to progress like a certain Pokemon? Like, if I happen to want to like work on a Vulpix because, hey, I like Vulpix, I like Growlithe, I like some of the base forms, and I level them up and grind them out and they go back to like being what they were? Thanks, Nintendo, I guess? I don't know. Jeez. Please note that only Pokemon that appear in Pokemon Champions will be able to visit from Pokemon Home. Also, that Pokemon obtained in Pokemon Champions cannot be sent to Pokemon Home. Wait, what? Only Pokemon that appear in Pokemon Champions will be able to visit from Pokemon Home. Okay. Yes. Also note that Pokemon obtained from Champions cannot be sent to Pokemon Home. What? What? Okay, so they're saying on one sentence, hey, we're going to be able to let, Pokemon from Champions can visit home. Also note that Pokemon from Champions cannot be sent to home. It's like, what? I'm so confused. What in the crap is that? Okay, aim for the title of Champions alongside Pokemon you've befriended in Pokemon's... Okay, yeah, whatever. As you enter Pokemon Champions for the first time, you'll be greeted by a variety of friends' faces. Okay, you ready for battle? Okay, whatever. Okay, April 8th. That's not bad. Battle. Yeah, Switch, Android. Okay, cool. But it's only 2-player. So we can't do 2v2s or anything like that? Oh my god. Why? 2v2s are exciting. That's the whole... That's... Man... E for everybody, my foot. Yeah, I guess in like a major tournament format, it kind of makes sense. All right, let's see the regulation formats. For the current VCG competitors, regulation returns as the format events of April 1st. The regulation will be in effect while Scarlet and Violet competitive. Okay, I guess if you need more details, there's something in the game about it, so... Competitors don't have to wait until Indianapolis Regionals to play Pokemon Champions in an official event. Global Challenge takes place on May 1st through 4th, so it looks like they're giving it like a month to get things in order for those of you that are on the competitive scene. And will feature Pokemon Champions as its platform. Okay, yeah, that was obvious. What's in store? Hold on. Global Challenge will also use, unlike regular global challenges, this event will not award champion points. Okay. That's kind of a bummer. Not even like pre-champion points or anything like that? To like start a season? Okay. That sucks. Okay, Pokemon Champions will also be used at some side events at regional championships during April and May. This is your first chance to try out Pokemon Champions in a competitive setting. Okay, so it's kind of like a competitive demo of what's in store. That's kind of fun. Kind of. No, I'm not that eager. So yeah, it looks like they're leaving out Shield and Sword, so I can't Gigamax battle people. Can't. That's depressing. I mean, at least I get to use Mega Evolution, so that's kind of fun, I guess. I don't know. It just doesn't feel all that overwhelming, all that exciting. I mean, if we're being honest. If we're being honest about everything, like, you know, when I first heard about it, I was like super excited, you know, because I was told it was going to be like the next Pokemon Stadium too. But I mean, after hearing all these restrictions and kind of the direction it's going, and with the fact that there's zero mention of me allowing like more of a traditional team from my childhood to playing Pokemon Champions, it's kind of like, all right, cool. So what's the point of Leaf Green and Fire Red if I can't take any of these guys with me? Like, it seems like that was like a wasted game, and what should have been an exciting moment is turning into a complete like depression for a game. I mean, I'm hoping I'm wrong and things change, but as of now, it's not looking too good. It's like, it looks like Nintendo don't just give a crap about like what they're doing, and it seems like they're missing the boat on a lot of it, and they're missing like a golden opportunity. Again, like, it's sad. It's really, really sad. So I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. On that note, I want to thank y'all for tuning in on this episode of 8-Bit Talk, where Nolan does what Nintendo won't, and that is provide honest feedback through investigative information. Thank you. Have a good night.